Hello, parents and families. So we are still missing a few participants. So we're going to just stall a little bit until we make sure that everybody who wants to be here arrives. My name is Debbie Hodgkiss. Welcome tonight. This is, I think, our third or fourth annual Spelling Bee, and we have some sponsors to thank for this evening. We have Century 21 Realty, who has helped sponsor this. We also have our PTAs from Wickenburg, as well as the Festival School. And we also have other sponsors. We have Jenny Daly and Jean Hunt. And so all of those sponsors have made this event possible for our students. And so we would like to thank them for that. Tonight I would like to introduce our judges. And our judges are over here. We have Terry Doland. And then we have Pam Warman. And we have Denise Bergman. And so these three ladies will be judging the competition to ensure that we follow all of the Spelling Bee rules. And I would also like to introduce you to Connie Dirks, and she is going to go through some of the Spelling Bee rules and talk to the students specifically about what the expectations are. One more thing I would like to address. So students, you are going to be on this side until you miss a word, okay? And then after you miss a word, you're going to move over to the other side. Did you do this at your schools in this way? Okay, so we're gonna follow that same protocol. Now parents, I gotta talk to you for a minute. I know it's really, really hard to watch your student on the other side. And I know we all have schedules, and some of us haven't had dinner, and we're thinking, okay, it's time to go, we're out. But we would like to ask that you stay for the entire competition. And as hard as it is to watch your students sit on the other side, we just ask that you stay in your seats. And students, you will be asked to stay for the entire competition in the other seats if you have missed a word, okay? We will be taking a break. So at that time, you guys can go and talk to mom and dad and your families, and that will give you time to just, talk to your students, and then they will be asked to come back and sit in the same seats. Now, when you go to the other side, you're welcome to sit in any seat, but it's really, really important that you stay quiet. If you start talking to your friends on the other side, you're behind our judges, and they can hear you whispering in the back, okay? So it's really, really important, especially to make sure all of our rules are followed, that once you go to the other side, that you just sit very, very quietly, and please don't chat with your friends, but you can sit by them. Yes, sir?
If we miss a word, do we come back to our seat, and then at the end of the round, go back to the seat?
Thank you, and Mrs. Dirks will explain all of that to you, okay? All right, I'm going to hand it over to Mrs. Dirks right now.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I've seen you all before because I did the 3 spelling bees at the schools as well. So it's the same procedure, so it will feel familiar for that. And I just want to remind you of a few things. One thing in particular, I hope that you all are very pleased to be here. You're all winners, because you wouldn't be here otherwise. So all of you have done very well just to get this far. And I hope you'll keep that in mind, as things might get a little difficult as we go on. Good evening, parents. I hope you're all very proud of them too, because they all did extremely well at the school contests. A couple of them the contests went a long time, many rounds, before we finally had our champions. So they deserve praise. They deserve our appreciation for what they've done. The words that you're going to be spelling are not the ones that you had in the previous contest. It's a whole new group, but they also have been done by the Scripps organization, and the words are all from the Merriam-Webster dictionary, just like the others were. They're just a new group. We're going to spell as we did before by rounds. And you will come up by number. You will use whichever one of the microphones is most comfortable for you, and you will spell the words to the judges, to the ladies at the table. If you need to, adjust the microphone up or down so that it is right at your mouth and you will be able to be heard by the judges. I will pronounce the word. I will give you its definition. It's part of speech, noun, verb, adjective, and so forth. I will use it in a sentence, and I will give you a little bit of the word's origin. I will repeat any of this if you ask me to do so. I cannot give you any additional information, and I cannot pronounce the word unnaturally slow. I will say it again for you if you ask me to, but it will be its normal pronunciation. If the word is a homonym, and you remember homonyms are words that sound the same but have different meanings and different spellings, I will tell you that the word has a homonym. You will need to listen carefully to the definition in the sentence because they will tell you which word you need to spell. You need to spell not only correctly, but spell the right word. Once I've given you the word and its information, then you take a moment to think, and then you will spell it for the judges. Now, here you need to be very careful, and I'm sure all of you remember people in your school contests who tripped up here and missed words because they started over and did it incorrectly. Remember that once you have started your word, if you're going to stop and think again, that's okay. But when you resume the word, you cannot go back to the beginning. You have to continue where you left off. And you'll remember I gave you the example of the word table. If I'm going to spell table and I say T-A-B, and then I want to think again about the second syllable, when I start again, I'm not going to go back and start the word over. I'm going to continue by saying L-E. So be very careful of that. It's always better, I think, to think before you start rather than having to stop in the middle. When you're ready to spell, then you say the word, you spell the word, and then you say the word again. If you should forget to say it first or say it at the end, that will not disqualify you, but it just makes it easier for all of us if you do. When you're finished, you go back to the seat where you're sitting right now. Then when the round is over, and a round means every one of you spells a word. When the round is over, that's when those of you who have missed your word move to the other side. But you don't do it until the end of the round, and then everyone who has missed in that round goes over there together. Are you all clear on that? Okay. When you miss a word, you will know it because you'll hear the bell. If you don't hear anything, you got it right. All right? Then, at the end of the contest, when we are down to one person over here, there will be a championship word. And the speller will need to correctly spell the championship word in order to be the district champion. If the last contestant misses that word, then the 2 or 3 people who were in that last round, then they spell again. So I will explain that more if we need it when we get to the end. Do you have any questions for me? Yes. Good question. If there's a capital letter or punctuation or it's a two-word word, you don't need to say any of those things. If you choose to, because it makes it easier for you to spell the word, then by all means do. But if you don't say the capital letter, if you don't say the hyphen that's in it, you will not be disqualified for that. Was that your question also? Okay. Any other questions? Yes. I can't say that's come up before. Yeah, if you got any question, go now. Anybody. Yeah. So hopefully that won't happen. Okay. Okay, are we ready? Speller number 1. Your word is calculus. It is a Latin word. It is a noun. Calculus means a branch of mathematics involving some intricacy. Hector treated himself to a large ice cream sundae after getting an A on his calculus test.
Calculus. C-A-L-C-U-L-U-S. Calculus.
Speller number 2. Your word is cooperage. It is a German or Dutch word. It is a noun. Cooperage means the place of work of one who makes or repairs wooden casks or barrels. Mateo enjoyed visiting the recreation of an 18th century cooperage on his class tour of Jamestown.
Cooperage. C-O-O-P-E-R-A-G-E. Cooperage.
Speller number 4. Your word is guava. It is a Spanish word. It is a noun. Guava is the globular yellow fruit of a small shrubby tropical American tree. Rwanda's fruit salad was topped off with a slice of guava.
Guava. G-U-A-V-A. Guava.
Speller number 5. Your word is suffocate. It is a Latin word. It is a verb. Suffocate means to die from being unable to breathe. It was so hot and stuffy in the classroom that Mark thought he would suffocate.
Suffocate. S-U-F-I-C-A-T. Suffocate.
Speller number 6. Your word is hibiscus. It is a Latin word. It is a noun. Hibiscus is any plant or flower of a genus of herbs, shrubs, or small trees with lobed leaves and large, showy flowers. Darla planted a hibiscus outside her bedroom window.
Hibiscus. H-I-B-I-S-C-U-S. Hibiscus. Hibiscus.
Speller number 7. Your word is pronto. It is a Spanish word. It is an adverb. It means quickly or promptly. The principal bellowed, "Get in here pronto."
Pronto. P-R-O-N-T-O. Pronto.
Speller number 8. Your word has a homonym. The word is cliques. It is a French word. It is a plural noun. Cliques are narrowly exclusive groups of persons. Katerina was unsure which of the cliques she would fit into at her new school.
Clicks. C-L-I-Q-U-E-S. Clicks.
Speller number 10. Your word is accompany. It is a Latin word. It is a verb. Accompany means to play or sing an instrumental or vocal part designed to complement a principal voice or instrument. For 2 of the pieces she performed at her flute recital, Julie asked a pianist to accompany her.
Accompany. A-C-C-O-M-P-A-N-Y. Accompany.
Speller number 13. Your word is damask. It is a Syrian word. It is an adjective. Damask means made of or resembling a firm, lustrous fabric. Celia draped a damask curtain over the entryway to the kitchen.
Damask. D-A-M-A-S-C. Damask.
Speller number 14. Your word is hilarious. It is a Latin word. It is an adjective. Hilarious means ludicrous, merry, or mirthful. Raphael was looking forward to seeing the new play after reviewers called it a hilarious and delightful romp.
Hilarious. H-I-L-A-R-I-O-U-S. Hilarious.
Number 15. Your word is apprehend. It is a Latin word. It is a verb. Apprehend means to arrest. By order of the chief, the police officers will apprehend the forger.
Apprehend. A-P-P-R-E-H-E-N-D. Apprehend.
Speller number 16. Your word is siesta. It is a Spanish word. It is a noun. A siesta is an afternoon nap or rest. Some Latin American countries have extra rush hour traffic as people go home for their siesta.
Siesta, S-I-E-S-T-A, siesta.
Speller number 18. Your word is jacuzzi. It is a trademark. It is a trademark used for a whirlpool bath and a recreational bathing tub or pool. Silas felt more relaxed after a long soak in the jacuzzi?
Jacuzzi. Jacuzzi. Jacuzzi.
Speller number 19. Your word is homily. It is a Greek word. It is a noun. A homily is a lecture or discussion on a moral theme. At the service, Mr. Lopez gave a brief homily on the theme, "To thine own self be true."
Homily. HOMILE. Homily.
Speller number 20. Your word is barbarous. It is a Greek word. It is an adjective. Barbarous means lacking culture or refinement. Natalie was expelled from charm school after her barbarous behavior.
Barbarous. BARBOROUS. Barbarous.
Speller number 22. Your word is vexation. It is a Latin word. It is a noun. Vexation is the quality or state of being distressed or irritated. Tyrone quit to become a software developer after constant vexation in his work.
Vexation. VEXATION. Vexation.
Speller 23. Your word is rivulets. It is a Latin word. It is a plural noun. Rivulets are small streams. On her Sunday hike, Saya tried to keep track of the rivulets she crossed.
Rivulets. RIVULETS. Rivulets.
That is the end of round one. Let's give them a round of applause. Round two, speller number 1. Your word is stagnant. It is a Latin word. It is an adjective. Stagnant means not running in a current or stream, not flowing, motionless. Stagnant water.
Stagnant. STAGNANT. Stagnant.
Speller number 2. Your word is gangrene. It is a Greek word. It is a noun. Gangrene means the death of soft tissues as from disease, injury, or infection resulting from loss of blood supply. The soldier knew that his wounded leg would need to be amputated if gangrene set in.
Gangrene. Gangrene. Gangrene.
Speller number 4. Your word is cherished. It is a Latin word. It is a past tense verb. Cherished means held dear, felt or showed affection for. Demi cherished her grandmother's dog as if she were her own.
Cherished. CHERISHED. Cherished.
Speller number 6. Your word is sturgeon. It is a French word. It is a noun. Sturgeon is any of a family of large fishes found in the northern temperate zone and valued for their roe, which is made into caviar. On a recent fishing trip to British Columbia, Jake caught an 18-foot-long sturgeon.
Sturgeon. STURGEON. Sturgeon.
Speller number 7. Your word is jefe. It is a Spanish word. It is a noun. Jefe means chief or leader. The Spanish teacher reminded his students that he was the jefe in the classroom.
Jefe. H-A-I-F-A-E. Jefe.
Speller number 8. Your word is penitent. It is a Latin word. It is a noun. A penitent is a person who repents of sin, a person who is sorrowful because of his transgressions. At the beginning of his conversion, St. Francis of Assisi spent several years as a penitent.
Penitent. P-E-N-A-T-E-N-T. Penitent.
Speller number 10. Your word is cavil. It is a Latin word. It is a verb. Cavil means to object or criticize for silly reasons. Even if Tracy's room is spotless, she knows that her mom will cavil at something about it.
Cavil. C-A-V-A-L. Cavil.
Speller number 14. Your word is Caribbean. It is an Arawak native word. It is an adjective. Caribbean means of or relating to the eastern and southern West Indies. Ellie hears in her head the brilliant sound of steel drums whenever she thinks about Caribbean music.
C-A-R-R-I-B-E-A-N. Caribbean.
Speller number 15. Your word is haberdashery. It is an Anglo-French word. It is a noun. A haberdashery is the shop of a dealer in men's clothing, such as shirts, ties, and hats. Richard and Simon went to the haberdashery to find tuxedos to wear to the dinner.
Haberdashery. H-A-B-E-R-D-A-S-H-E-R-Y. Haberdashery.
Speller number 16. Your word is éclair. It is a French word. It is a noun. An éclair is a usually chocolate-frosted oblong cream puff with whipped cream or custard filling. Bobby selected the largest éclair from the pastry case.
Eclair. E-C-L-A-I-R. Eclair.
Speller number 18. Your word is corrugated. It is a Latin word. It is an adjective. Corrugated means having a ridged or furrowed surface. Georgie carefully wrapped all his glassware and placed each piece in a corrugated cardboard box.
Corrugated. C-O-R-R-U-G-A-T-E-D. Corrugated.
Speller 22. Your word is catacombs. It is a Greek word. It is a plural noun. Catacombs are subterranean cemeteries consisting of galleries or passages with side recesses for tombs. Our visit to Rome included a tour of the catacombs.
Catacombs. C-A-T-A-C-O-M-B. Catacombs.
Speller number 23. Your word is reprimand. It is a French word. It is a verb. Reprimands means to express disapproval severely, to censure formally and with authority. Dean will not reprimand Amal because he knows that the blame is partially his.
Reprimand. R-E-P-R-I-M-A-N-D. Reprimand.
That is the end of round 2. Speller number 1. Your word is inertia. It is a Latin word. It is a noun. Inertia is the property of matter by which it remains at rest or in uniform motion in the same straight line unless acted upon by some external force. The train was carried past the station by inertia.
Inertia. N-E-R-T-I-A. Inertia.
Speller number 2. This word has a homonym. The word is gaiters. It is a German word. It is a plural noun. Gaiters are cloth or leather leg coverings reaching from the instep to the ankle, mid-calf, or knee, usually fastened by buttons or buckles and held by a strap. As the service was ready to begin, the bishop was hard at work fastening the buttons of his gaiters.
Gators. Gaiters. Gators.
Speller number 4. Your word is impregnable. It is a Latin word. It is an adjective. Impregnable means incapable of being taken by assault. The 3 feet of densely packed snow enveloping Dieter's fort rendered it impregnable.
Impregnable. I-M-P-R-E-G. N-A-B-L-E. Impregnable.
Speller number 6. Your word is vocational. It is a Latin word. It is an adjective. Vocational means relating to training in a specific skill or trade, usually with a goal to gainful employment soon after completion. Jake was able to achieve his lifelong dream of becoming a firefighter by attending vocational courses.
Vocational. V-O-C-A-T-I-O-N-A-L. Vocational.
Speller 15. Your word is valise. It is an Italian word. It is a noun. A valise is a traveling bag. Mrs. McDonald asked the flight attendant to put her valise in the overhead bin.
Valise. V-A-L-I-C-E. Valise.
Speller 16. Your word has a homonym. The word is awful. It is an original English word. It is a noun. Offal means the parts of a butchered animal that are removed in dressing and consist largely of organs and trimmings. A growing number of innovative American chefs are incorporating offal into their menus.
Awful. O-F-F-L-E. Awful.
Speller 15. I'm sorry, 18. Your word is mutton chops. It is a Celtic word. It is a plural noun. Mutton chops are side whiskers that are narrow at the temple and broad and round by the lower jaw. So he could look more like his hero, Wolverine, Ian tried to grow mutton chops.
Mutton chops. M-U-T-T-O-N-C-H-O-P-S. Mutton chops.
Speller 22. I'm sorry, 23. Your word is emaciated. It is a Latin word. It is an adjective. Emaciated means made lean from hunger. The emaciated cat stared at Tina.
Emaciated. E-M-A emaciated.
That is the end of the round. Okay, take a deep breath, everybody. Down to U5. Speller number 2. Your word is Piedmont. It is an Italian name. It is an adjective. Piedmont means lying or formed at the base of mountains. Alma thinks that North Carolina's Piedmont region is heavenly.
Piedmont. Piedmont. Piedmont.
Speller number 4. Your word is trenchant. It is a French word. It is an adjective. Trenchant means sharply perceptive. Doreen's trenchant analysis made her a sought-after guest on discussion shows.
Trenchant. Trenchant. Trenchant.
Speller number 6. Your word is portentously. It is a Latin word. It is an adverb. Portentously means in a marvelous manner. Eva knew that even though her mom had said no, she'd be getting ice cream when her father winked portentously at her.
Portentously. Portentously. Portentously.
Speller number 18. Your word is attenuated. It is a Latin word. It is a past tense verb. Attenuated means made thin in consistency. Michael attenuated the olive oil by heating it on the stove.
Attenuated. Attenuated. Attenuated.
Speller number 23. Your word is redundancy. It is a Latin word. It is a noun. Redundancy is the state of being in excess of what is necessary or normal. Diane was amused at Jeff's redundancy when he wore both a belt and suspenders.
Redundancy. REDUNDANCY. Redundancy.
That is the end of round 4. Speller number 2. Your word is cyanide. It is a Greek word. It is a noun. Cyanide is an extremely poisonous salt or ester. Because they bind almost irreversibly with a key enzyme in metabolism, ions of cyanide are extremely toxic.
Cyanide. cyanide.
Speller number 4. Your word is recompense. It is a Latin word. It is a noun. Recompense is a repayment made. Shankar offered to replace his name in recompense for his dogs digging in the garden.
Recompense. RECOMPANCE. Recompense.
Speller number 6. Your word has a homonym. The word is sachet. It is a French word. It is a noun. Sachet is a small bag containing a perfumed powder that is used to scent clothes. Aunt Kate keeps a sachet in her clothes closet.
Sachet. SACHET. Sachet.
Speller 18. Your word is metallurgy. It is a Greek word. It is a noun. Metallurgy is a science and technology that deals with the extraction of metals from their ores. Several experts in metallurgy testified in the lawsuit regarding the failure of wells at the factory.
Metallurgy. METALLURGY. Metallurgy.
Speller 23. Your word is amethyst. It is a Greek word. It is a noun. Amethyst is a clear purple or bluish violet variety of crystallized quartz, much used in jewelry. Ray loves to gaze into the purple depths of the amethyst in his mother's ring.
Amethyst. AMYTHIST. Amethyst.
That is the end of round 5. Okay, ladies, congratulations on getting to this point. Speller number 6. Your word is expiation. It is a Latin word. It is a noun. Expiation is something done as an act of atonement. Katie agreed to clean her mom's car as expiation for accidentally running over the mailbox.
Expiation. EXPIATION. Expiation.
Speller 18. Your word is tetrarch. It is a Greek word. It is a noun. A tetrarch is any of 4 officials or directors jointly in control. Kenneth is a tetrarch serving on his district school board.
Tetrarch. TETRARCH. Tetrarch.
Okay, speller number 6. Your word is harlequin. It is a French word. It is a noun. A harlequin is a stock character in comedy and pantomime who appears as a clown and usually wears a mask and multicolored tights. The children especially enjoyed the buffoonish antics of the Harlequin.
Harlequin. Harlequin. Harlequin.
Speller 18. Your word is docile. It is a Latin word. It is an adjective. Docile means easily led, managed, or handled, obedient. Jack and Kevin had been hoping that their new puppy would be docile.
Docile. D-O-C-I-L-E. Docile.
Let's give these ladies another round of applause. Speller 6. Your word is rapacious. It is a Latin word. It is an adjective. Rapacious means given to seizing or extorting what is desired. A trail of destruction was left by the rapacious invaders.
Rapacious. R-A-P-A-C-I-O-U-S. Rapacious.
Speller 18. Your word is affidavit. It is a Latin word. It is a noun. An affidavit is a sworn statement in writing made under oath before an authorized officer. The police asked Heather to prepare an affidavit regarding what she saw when she surprised the burglar.
Affidavit. A-F-F-I-D-A-V-I-T. Affidavit.
Speller number 6. Your word is canapes. It is a Latin to French word. It is a plural noun. Canapes are appetizers consisting of a piece of bread or toast or a cracker topped with a savory food such as cheese or caviar. Lauren's parents insisted on serving canapes at her dinner.
Canapes. C-A-N-A-P-E-S. Canapes.
Speller 18. Your word is voltaic. It is an Italian word. It is an adjective. Voltaic means relating to or producing direct electric current by chemical action, as in a battery. In an attempt to power her home with solar energy, Gretchen bought a voltaic system to install.
Voltaic. V-O-L-T-A-I-C. Voltaic.
Speller number 6. Your word is noisome. It is an original English word. It is an adjective. Noisome means offensive to the smell or other senses. A noisome odor came from the plastics factory.
Noisome. N-O-I-S-O-M-E. Noisome.
Speller 18. Your word is Homo sapiens. It is a Latin word. It is a plural noun. Homo sapiens means humankind or people. At the Smithsonian Museum of Natural History, Gregory most enjoyed the exhibit on the evolution of Homo sapiens.
Homo sapiens. H-O-M-O-S-A-P-I-E-N-S. Homo sapiens.
Let's give the girls a break and a round of applause. We are now on round 11. Speller 6. Your word is concertina. It is a Latin word. It is a noun. A concertina is a musical instrument resembling an accordion, but having finger buttons for keys. Frank's interest in playing the concertina prompted his parents to buy him one.
Concertina. Concertina. Concertina.
Speller 18. Your word has 2 correct spellings. Either one will do. The word is savanna. It is a Spanish word. It is a noun. A savanna is a tropical or subtropical grassland, usually containing scattered trees or shrubs, that develops in areas with heavy rainfall and a dry season. When Homo sapiens first appeared in Africa, they initially occupied the savanna.
Savannah. S-A-V-A-N-N-A-H. Savannah.
Speller 6. Your word is fuchsia. It is a German word. It is a noun. Fuchsia is any plant of a genus of decorative shrubs with pendulous flowers found chiefly in tropical America. Europeans first discovered the fuchsia around 1696 in the Caribbean.
Fuchsia. F-U-T-I-A. Fuchsia.
Speller 18. Your word is cinnabar. It is a Greek word. It is a noun. Cinnabar is artificial red mercuric sulfide used principally as a pigment for color. The orange color of rubber gaskets is often created by the addition of cinnabar.
Cinnabar. C-I-N-N-A-B-A-R. Cinnabar.
Okay, now we are ready for the championship word for you. The championship word is munificent. It is a Latin word. It is an adjective. Munificent means very generous in giving, lavish. After opening all her birthday presents, Elsa declared that all her guests were quite munificent.
Munificent. M-U-N-I-F-I-C-E-N-T. Munificent.
Congratulations, champion.
Well, congratulations, Bailey and Layla. That was awesome. You went from round 6 to round 17, or 12, round 12. So not as bad as I thought, but it was still good. So Bailey, you are now off to be our regional spelling bee, the regional spelling bee. So I'm going to give you an invitation for that. And Layla, if for some reason Bailey can't go, you are the runner-up. So you get one too, okay? Congratulations. We're going to get some pictures, and I'm going to have all the kids come over because we do have a medal for all of you because you've done amazing. Round of applause for all of them. I can't imagine how nerve-wracking that would be. I am not brave enough for that. So come on over. And we'll give you an award. Deb, maybe you can help me hand those out. And did you stop our live or we keep going? Okay, we'll keep going. So come on over here, you guys. We'll give you an award. If you're from Festival, if you could come right here by me. So keep on. Good. Okay, So these are festival ones here. So festival, Foothills PTA pays for your medals, and then Wickenburg PTA pays for the other schools. So we want to make sure they get recognized with that. Okay. Would you just hold that picture? Yeah, put your medal on, and we'll get a picture of everybody. So we'll have a picture of everybody else. Put your medal on. Okay, everybody have a medal? Okay, why don't you guys come stand right here and face your parents, and we'll put Bailey and Lynn in the middle, good thing they're short. They'll fit perfect. And we'll take a picture, and then we'll turn over some time to Mrs. Dowling from Century 21. Okay, you're going to have to get closer. Ready? Come on in. You guys need to all push in a bit. Okay, Jenny Daly is here from Century 21. They are our main sponsor, and they have a gift for our two top winners. Jen, do you want to talk?
Okay, I just want to congratulate you guys. Those were a lot of hard words. So we got a $25 gift card for the first runner-up and a $50 gift card for Bailey. So congratulations.